Hey, what's up you guys? David here once again for another video on the second channel, and we are going to talk about something today that me and my girlfriend ended up talking about last night. My girlfriend and I, we actually play the question game every single day. Now, what's the question game? You ask them something, and in return they ask something different. And last night we were talking about things in our past and things that affect us, and she brought up her anxiety, and she used to have very bad anxiety. I did as well, but not on the level that she did. I had this thought of, does insecurity have a link with anxiety? And I really think the answer is yes. So we're gonna elaborate on that. Being insecure is one of the hardest things to go through in life, in my opinion. I think all of us at one point or another feel insecure, no matter what the situation is. I do think though a feeling of insecurity is created by ourselves in our head, but also the environment that surrounds us. People telling us things like, oh, David, your hair is too long right now, you need to get a haircut, which I do. Oh, your nose is too big, or you have acne on your face, or you don't talk loud enough, you don't have your shoulders up enough when you walk, you know, you don't present yourself well. And that's more of a self-confidence thing. We can totally elaborate on another video of self-confidence more later. Is there any way to combat it? You know, is there any way to feel less, insecure? My case was a little different, especially I was the most insecure between middle school and high school. Middle school and high school was very hard for me because I was very short. I had a very, very late growth spurt. I was only 4'8" freshman year of high school, as a lot of you guys know. And with that growth rate, I had not lost all my baby teeth yet. So in freshman year of high school, they realized that my permanents weren't above my baby teeth. So then they had to pull all of them. So what that meant was I had 13 teeth out of my mouth, from here on basically. The only ones that were left were the fronts. I was extremely insecure. I was very short. I had a buzzed haircut and frameless glasses. I was extremely nerdy looking, and my voice hadn't dropped yet. So if I ever tried to talk back to somebody who was treating me, that made me feel insecure, I couldn't really do it because you couldn't take me seriously because I sounded like this. Ordering food from a restaurant or talking to somebody you never talked to before, trying to create small talk. A lot of the times that can create insecurities and you want to clench up like this. Your body language screams everything when you feel insecure. For example, some friends in my past, I'd be sitting next to them at dinner and they're just kind of like this. And I'm like, what's wrong? They're in a good environment, they're with good people, but sometimes people are told things that permanently damage them, that make them feel insecure for the rest of their lives. And I think the problem is it's hard to smack somebody out of that. The example I use is, say you take somebody very talented. Say you take a friend that's a very good singer, for example. Everybody knows they can sing, but they rarely sing, because you want to know why. They go, oh, I'm a bad singer, I can't, I'm embarrassed, what if I judge, what all these things. And everyone around is so frustrated because they know that person has such a great talent and could use that talent for so many good things in their life. I think that's hard to see a friend feel insecure in any situation, especially when you know they shouldn't be, especially when you know somebody is so good at something or is such a nice person and they bring value to this earth. I think the feeling of insecurity is feeling like you have no worth and no self-worth. And people don't realize, including you, that every single person on this earth has something to bring to the table. Regardless if it's big or small, it doesn't matter. You all have something to bring to the table. And it's just finding that. And also, once you do find it, not being afraid to show it. You have countless professional performers like stand-up comedians and stuff who say they do that to cope with their insecurities and their anxieties. Sometimes I'll meet YouTubers that are way bigger than me, and I feel a little insecure because I'm like, did I do things wrong? Did I go down the wrong path? Should I have done something different? That's how I could feel all the time. But instead, that makes me rethink myself and go, what can I do better? That doesn't mean that I'm any less worth it than other people. That just means, how can I do better? What strategies could I do? And also, how can I help more people? In my opinion, insecurities is linked with being a little anxious and also just doubting yourself. And here's the key. You gotta stop doubting yourself. Sometimes you just need somebody to smack you in the face and just tell you that. that being insecure is normal. It's completely normal, but you can totally overcome it. So with that note, I hope this kind of helped some of you guys with this. If you are going through any hard times, make sure to let people know in the comment section below, and we're all here for you to help you out. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, and take it easy. Have a fantastic day.